What's going on, guys? It's been a little while since I've uploaded. It's been quite a busy few weeks, and the weekends have not been much better. Been kind of overworked, really tired. These have been like 12-hour days. I've had literally an hour and a half. Come home, eat, wind down, take a shower, and I've had to do these extra things at home because what happened is 2 weeks ago I started developing this pain. The closest thing I think anybody would understand is probably something like sciatica, but it's right in the hip. Usually sciaticas, from my understanding, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not, I don't know the anatomy that well like that, but it's usually right up along the hip up to like your back, lower back, down the leg and whatnot. But this is the best way to describe a shocking sensation that is at the ball joint is what I've been feeling. And it's kind of gone away. It's more of a catch now, not as much of a pain. And which I've been working with my job and everything with it. Like we have an on-site, doctor, nurses. We got basically a little medical facility there, so they've been going through it. They also they also do off-site stuff, which they've recommended me to. Everything's being dealt with. Everything's being paid for. Everything's being taken care of. That's not the big deal. The big deal is the pain and all these extra stretches and heating. Ironically, it's still in the cup. It's really stupid, but this is some of that BioFreeze stuff that they sent home with me. Which I gotta buy some myself, so I don't have it in a jizz cup, pretty much with a little bit of a cover, just a actual black glove. Basically, I'm doing that and heating, so it's ice heat all the time to take the pain from what was like a 10. Okay, because when it first happened, it would shock and my body would almost drop and like my leg would feel like it was giving out, and then there was just this. It wasn't sharp pain. It was just pain. It's hard for me to describe because I don't deal with all that type of stuff all that much. My ankle, my back's about the only thing. The hip, never felt it before. I know people that come to my streams, you see me doing this with my hands. That's because I got like arthritis in my hands. It's just things that I have developed for working factories and pretty much just life. Okay, once you get older, things just start to hurt. But the hip thing is new. And it's not something that is very manageable by comparison. I'm having to do extra steps that's outside of some Tylenol and probably sitting down, because even sitting down sometimes to a certain degree hurts my hip. So I'm dealing with all that, and that's what's been going on for the last 2 weeks, especially being on nights, long stretches. These are 12-hour days, easily 12 hours, if not a little bit more technically, because of drive, cooking, and obviously daily chores, stuff like that. And then I got to shower and I got to make sure everything's done. And then I still got to do stretches and put some cooling gel and stuff on, or ice, and try to rest everything. So I haven't had a lot of time to come do videos. Now a lot of the pain's going away. It's a lot easier. And unfortunately we're going to be working this weekend too, this Saturday, so I won't be able to stream. But today I should be streaming today. That should be a go-to thing. And I should be able to actually do other videos again. I should be able to get back on top of that because the pain's been a lot easier to manage. Another thing, the streaming on the weekends have been pretty much taken out because, like I said, first off, we worked extra, so I had 1 day off, and that 1 day was basically resting and trying to get some of the pain down, and then we had a storm. So it's been storms every single weekend. It's been tornadoes all around me. Last night was another very nervous storm, and that's the thing. I've been having to stay up in the middle of the night, the whole night, watching like Matt Lawburn. And another person called like Ryan Y'all. I've been kind of keeping up with both of them just to make sure I am on top of the fact there might not be a tornado right behind me. And they actually had one that was touching down or forming right at my job, on the job site. And then at the same time, that job site, it was coming straight towards my house. And basically all that was starting in town, went down my road and was about to touch my house, and I got the alert and I drove straight to the nearest shelter, where as soon as I was like right from the shelter, I almost couldn't see, but I pulled in time, went inside, and chilled until everything blew over. And got lucky, the storm kind of died down right then, and it was just heavy rain. And then it finally went on to like Alabama and stuff. But basically that's what's been causing a lot of ruckus right now. It's just been a super big annoyance. I know everybody's going to understand. I'm not sitting here thinking nobody's going to understand. You guys have been very supportive in my channel, 100%. The guys that come to my streams, all you guys are really cool. That's why I enjoy doing this. But I had to take a bit of a pause and cut back for a little bit because of, like, right now my hip's hurting a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit more Tylenol and probably put a bit of this cooling gel on the back and just let it try to ease itself off. and I guess try to get me a little bit of a pillow right here, probably do just enough. But that's really been what's kind of taken away from a lot of this. So right now, everything's been managed. The storms should be let up now. I think the weekend should be open again. This is going to be the first Sunday without an actual storm at all. So I think I could deal with that. And then to top it off, there's so much that's been going on, I haven't been able to cover anything because of this. We got the Twitch, or the Nintendo Switch 2 debacle going on. The tariffs that are affecting it. And being there's some political, stuff involved in that, I'm not going to touch the tariff part. But yeah, I was actually, I registered to pre-order it and everything. I know the price is really high, but that was actually something I was looking forward to. And I was going to unbox it because it also drops around the same time that the Final Fantasy VII Magic the Gathering cards come out, which I bought. They're pre-ordered, waiting on them to come in, which will be around the same time. And the only cool thing that I've gotten here recently, by the way, if anybody cares to know, is I finally got a hold of these two. I am super happy. This is the Japanese one, by the way. I can't even play this. But this is one I wanted really bad, and this is one I don't own. I've never owned the official one, and but I can't play it, but still, it's just to go on the shelf. And Dirge of Cerberus, while not the best game ever, is still a really cool one, and it's one I sold off years ago. Never thought I'd find it again. They're both mint. They both have... actually, surprisingly, the books in them. That's what I thought was insane. The booklets are with them. So that was really cool. But there's been a bunch of stuff that I've missed. I'm Alex came back. Didn't know that. Didn't even get a chance to touch on that. I'm going to watch this video here soon. And I don't know, probably put my 2 cents into it. I watched a little bit while I was literally like taking a shit. So I'm just going to let you know. As of right now, the first 5 minutes or however many minutes I watched of it, he has not addressed jack shit. He just, at this point in time, is just saying how the girl that did all the accusations was beating him. I'm like, well, you still have not addressed the fact of what you did. Now we can go tit for tat all day and say who's the worst person, but if you're both bad, you're both bad. I think that's really what he's trying to do, is just push all the blame so they can look equally bad and he can make a return, hopefully to balance out, instead of trying to address it, hit it head first, and then I guess basically let everybody know the other half. I understand there's two sides to everything. But I'll get more into that later once I get everything, when I view the video and figure out a little bit more of it. But guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Y'all have a good one.